Yo, what's good, Snkrlog? It's your boy O checking back in with another sneaker video. Hopefully everybody been cool since the last video. I want to say happy holidays to everybody. Hopefully everybody had a cool little time with the family. Still having a cool time, man. You know what I'm saying? Still going down. But this right here is something that I wanted to put up on the channel real quick. I said I was going to do this in my last video. And here it is. So just sit back, hang tight, and I'm going to hit y'all off. So here it is, folks. You all see it. We got the Nike Air Jordan 11 Retro in this very dope, clean, classic, original colorway. This right here is widely known as the Space Jam colorway of the Jordan 11, but as many of us know, this is not the same exact shoe that MJ wore in the movie Space Jam. Like, this is actually more of a PE version of the Jordan 11 that MJ wore in the 95 playoffs in the Eastern Conference Finals. I believe it was Game 6 that he wore this particular version of the Jordan 11. And it's more like a PE version to me, you know what I'm saying? So if you want to be technical, and people, you know what I'm saying, sneakerheads, man, you got some people that really are, you can call these like the 95 playoff 11s or the, I don't know, Eastern Conference Finals 95, whatever you want to call them. Or Nike, actually, this time around when they launched the shoe, they actually were marking these, they dubbed these as the Monster Mash 11s or something like that. I saw a little something saying that, little advertisement. So it's all about what you want to call them at the end of the day. You feel me? Like, we all know these pretty much, we call these Space Jam 11s for years. So that's pretty much what it is. Now, the thing I was saying that he technically didn't wear these in the movie Space Jam is because with this Jumpman right here, this is a purple Jumpman or Concord. On this camera, it's not really gonna pick up how the color of the purple is, but it's more like a deep, you know what I'm saying, purple, but it's hitting light, so it looks kind of blue. And that's the one that I always was accustomed to thinking. Like, I never even really knew that it was a purple Jumpman. I always thought it was a, you know what I'm saying, a blue Jumpman. Feel me? But the thing about it is that on the heel tab, on regular retros, when it comes to the 11s, there's like a 23, and it's like kind of screen printed, kind of got that little, I guess it's like a paint that chips over time when you wear them and stuff. But with these, you have that Stitch 45, and that's how I know these are the ones that he wore in that game that I was talking about, that playoff game. Because in the movie, the Jumpman's blue, and it has a 23 on there. So, and there's a little rumors and stuff like I've heard over the years when, you know what I'm saying, talking about those ones that he actually wore in the movie. There's rumors like saying that one of the things that I heard was that Jordan Brand was, he was trying to expand the brand. Well, the brand was trying to expand, and they were, going global. They kind of go with the global route with the prior Jordan release, which was the 10 that year. So I think they were trying to expand with it, so they had like Jordan like assembled like players throughout the league, and that's kind of how you got the whole Team Jordan, you know what I'm saying, concept and stuff like that. It was different players. Like, I remember back then seeing, I know like Vin Baker was on that team. He's like one of the first players. I can't remember everybody, but let me see. I think Jawan Howard might have been on it at the time. Eventually, you have Ray Allen. Oh, Allen Houston, I think, was on the team. Michael Finley eventually would, be one of those athletes. And then they also had Nick Anderson for Orlando Magic. He was the shooting guard at the time. And one of the things I heard was that they were going to try to do what they did with the 10s, how with the 10s they made like different Jordans in colorways for like these different cities. Well, I think what it was, those cities had like players probably that were like under the Jordan brand. So like maybe like one person or something like that. And they just wanted to make shoes for those cities. That's kind of what I got out of it. I know they were calling it a city pack, but I think that they actually did. They might have had players on these teams and stuff, because I believe Mike Bibby, like later on, he became part of it. Like it was a lot of players. I just can't remember everybody because it wasn't all like superstars. Like kind of like mid tier, all star level players. You know what I'm saying? Or not necessarily all stars, but players that played around to that level or had the potential of making it to that level. So Nick Anderson was one of the players for the Magic, and you know their colors were that black and blue. So I guess they were saying that they were going to try to do that with the 11s, but for some reason, Jordan, you know what I'm saying, they never released or anything like that, and that stuff never went through, and it looked like he was, you know what I'm saying, just put on the shoes for the movie because he did not wear the ones with his 45 in the movie, you know what I'm saying, with the purple Jumpman. So it's just a little, I mean, I never heard that confirmed or nothing. That's just a little something that I've heard about the shoes. Now, the thing with this one makes sense because, as far as this version with the 45, because the Concord, you know what I'm saying, the white and black Concord, this is pretty much to me just like a flip of that colorway because it's the same colors like white, black, and Concord. So, but this is more predominantly black. So this could be more like of an alternate version for the Concords. I could kind of see this as being that, and it's just something that he decided to break out for that game. You know what I'm saying? Because that game, he did something that a lot of people probably don't remember. A lot of people have tried to erase this from their memory about MJ. Is that, you know, people like to say, oh, he was perfect in the finals. But here's the thing, and a lot of people say if he wouldn't have retired, that he probably the Bulls would have won like 8 straight, or you know what I'm saying, or even 10 straight. Like after he retired the second time. Here's the thing though, he played. Yes, he did not play in '94. He sat out the entire season. He was playing baseball. '95, I think, kind of had that itch, and he came back. You know what I'm saying? He did come back to the NBA, Chicago Bulls, and guess what? He had a chance. You know what I'm saying, to go back to the championship, and he didn't make it because he ran into Orlando Magic, and they beat the Bulls. Like, he lost. You know what I'm saying? People like try to, a lot of like Jordan stands, or you know what I'm saying, they try to pretend like that didn't happen. Like, oh, he was rusty. It was no, to me there was no rust. You know what I'm saying? If it was rust, then damn. You know what I'm saying? Because he scored 55 points against the Knicks in Madison Square Garden. I believe that was his third game back from retirement. And he was looking like MJ. Now, he wasn't, sure, he probably, you know what I'm saying, wasn't as great. Well, he probably wasn't in like 100% shape to play basketball, but he was in very good shape to play. And it wasn't like he was out there. You can go check his stat line against Orlando Magic in that series, Eastern Conference Finals. In fact, the thing about MJ, he was such a competitor. When he came back to the Bulls, right, I don't think they were doing that great that year. They probably were like a mid-level team in the Eastern Conference. When he came back, think about it. That team, he led them all the way to the Eastern Conference Finals against Orlando. Like, young Shaq and Penny. That's, you know what I'm saying, that roster just wasn't built to beat that team. They had to revamp it the next year. That's in '96 when they went 72-10. Feel me? So, but the thing about this game and that he did that was pretty cool was that he actually changed his jersey out. He came back wearing 45. And if you guys remember, like in that season, he was wearing his 10s, like the ones with the 45 on the side, like those PE versions. Well, they actually commemorated him and commemorated that game against the Knicks, and they dropped those last year or 2 years ago, I believe. They'll call them double nickels. They actually were like they were the PE version of the shoe he was wearing that season, the white pair. They still need to drop those charcoals, man. If y'all listen, Jordan Brand, Nike, whatever, I need to drop those charcoals. I've been waiting for those for a while, and I'm not finna go resell on them. So go ahead and bring those back out with that 45, the PE version joints. But back to what I was saying about these 11s. Like, he was wearing 10s that whole season. In that game 6, I guess, you know, the Bulls were facing elimination. That's why I think he's an ultimate competitor. Like, he just, as an athlete, like, he needed something to just kind of feel like maybe he wanted to, like, channel like his inner greatness. You know what I'm saying? So what he did, he didn't wear the 45 in that game. He wore a 23. He got you know what I'm saying? He got penalized for it because you know he was supposed to wear 45, but yeah, he went back to 23 and he broke these out right here. Like to my knowledge, I don't believe that the 11s he had worn them in any game. Like I was younger back then. Like I remember watching you know what I'm saying, those playoffs in the series, but I wasn't really too much of paying attention to shoes all the time. But I don't believe that he had broke these out before that game. And it was just like, dang, like, you know what I'm saying? He wore these before he wore the Concords. You know what I'm saying? To my knowledge. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it was like, damn, you feel me? Like this is a dope shoe. And you know, I thought that it was cool that they decided to bring these back out. You know, so I know it's the anniversary of the Space Jam, but this is just the name that we've been given the shoe, but it's more so of a PE of the shoe. And like I said, I've already done like my first impressions on this shoe. Go back and check that video out in case you missed it. But I said I was just gonna do it like, you know what I'm saying, give y'all the video of the shoe. So here it is, man. This is just, I'm gonna give y'all a quick overview of the shoe, just point out things I like about it, and you know what I'm saying, give y'all a shot to do the same at the end. I pretty much just like it's an all black, it's predominantly black. You got the black patent leather, it's wrapped nicely around the shoe. They actually took up the height of the patent leather. So on the cut, that's pretty dope. You know what I'm saying? Make it true to the original. You got the black mesh upper, then you got the, you know what I'm saying, the rope shoestrings. You also got the ribbon right there, right over them underneath the laces. That was it, third row. Jumpman, Jordan. Now with the Concord Jumpman. Now I wish that what they would have done is, I believe the originals say like Jumpman, like Jordan Jam, I think, or something like that. Something, whatever the original had said, I remember it was saying like Jordan Jam or something like that. I wish that they would have done it like that. That would have been cool. Now I don't know if the ones that he wore in the game actually said Jordan Jam, so that's the thing. But whatever the case, I wish they kind of would have did that. But that's cool. But yeah, I mean, we've all seen the shoe, man. Another dope thing with the 45, I thought that was pretty cool. The first time I saw 45s on the 11s, well, I should say on a retro version, was when your man's Drake, he had, you know what I'm saying, he had like a sample pair of Concords that had the 45 on the shoe as well. And I thought that they were going to bring those out. They probably are, you know what I'm saying, because they're a sample. Like, he showed those, like, I saw those, like, a long time ago, but Drake had them. You feel me? Like, it was around the time when he first started, like, you know what I'm saying, jumping down with the Jordan brand. So, you know what I'm saying, he was getting all kind of shoes, but he had showed the Concords with the 45. I can't remember if it was like this or if it was just it probably was like this though. I think it was like this, but it looked dope. So that was the first, and I said, you know what, that would be a cool little look to have on the 11s. And lo and behold, they brought these out. So this is stitched in. That's another cool thing. Vice that, you know, that screen print, whatever, or paint, whatever it is. That's pretty cool that they did the 45 and more personalizes the shoe. And another reason why I liked it, and I'm glad I was able to get them. Here's the Concord Jumpman right there, but it looks kind of blue, but it's really like a deep purple. And yeah, this is the shoe, man. Let me show you the bottom real quick. Got the icy blue outsole. Oh, you see the white midsole. Let me tap this carbon fiber for y'all. Y'all see that carbon fiber though. Y'all know y'all like that tapping of the carbon fiber. That's y'all favorite thing when it comes to 11s. Tapping some damn carbon fiber. But I feel y'all, man. This the icy blue outsole, like I said, white Jumpman, Concord, traction pod in the heel and the forefront. Funny thing about this shoe, man, when I look at the bottom, it just always reminds me of like Bugs Bunny. Like I always think of like a rabbit, like a hare foot, like the foot of like a rabbit or something. For some reason, I always, you know what I'm saying, maybe it's It's like my mind gets, because I know back then, you know, they was rocking with Looney Tunes and all that, but that's what it just reminds me of every time when I see it. The show y'all real quick. This is the insole of the shoe. You see, you got the camera picks it up. You got Nike Air on the insole. I'm not gonna pull it out, and it has like a Concord insert for the shoe. And let me take it over here to the box. Well, first let me take it to the sleeve. Here's the box sleeve. You see the Monstars with the 23. They make a 23. Their arms, hands interlock. It's pretty cool. And it's grabbing the 45 that underlays it. Y'all seen that already though. It's a cool little design. A lot of little art detail on the shoe. They did their thing with this, especially on the bottom. I thought this was cool. Got the Looney Tunes logo, Warner Brothers logo on the bottom. So, you know, they went tough. They went hard, you know what I'm saying, for this one. Look like they partnered up, because you see more merchandise pertaining to the whole Space Jam movie and Looney Tunes and stuff this time around. Vice, the last time they brought these out, I think in 2009 or so. But here's the box top. We got the 45 little logo. Looks just like it does on the back of the shoe on that heel. And let's take it to the box sticker. It's a black Concord and white, and a box sticker price of $220. Yes, I did pay retail for these. Yeah, I was hoping I was gonna be able to get a discount on these, but it wasn't going down. Definitely was not happening. But it's all good. You feel me? Like, I got them. Glad I did. Like, $220 price tag. I'm not excited about that. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it a buck. I wasn't excited about that. But I will say, you know, I will say this. I was waiting. I had been wanting a pair of, you know what I'm saying, Space Jams for a minute. Like, but I was even tempted to pay resale, you know what I'm saying, at one point, but I'm glad that I didn't, because they brought these out. Patience, you know what I'm saying, wins every time. I try to tell y'all that. I used to, well, I don't really preach it no more, but I used to really, you know what I'm saying, try to drive that home on my videos on the channel. Just have patience when it comes to these, you know what I'm saying, to these sneakers and stuff like that. Don't get impatient, because at the rate it's going, man, they bring these things out quick. Now, the reason I really wanted these is because they had never really brought these out before, and I know, like I said, I wanted a pair of Space Jams, but this one is more of a unique pair. So it's more of a personalized, a PE, you know what I mean? So I thought it was dope that they did that, and I wanted to get a pair, and I was able to hit on a raffle, you know what I'm saying, locally. I went and picked them up at the shop, man. It was pretty cool. The only thing, like, I had to pick them up earlier than usual, but hey, I'm gonna tell you, man, 2016, I know a lot of people say it was a bad year, like, we lost a lot of people, but on the sneaker side of the house, man, I'm gonna tell you what, man, 2016 was the first time I ever hit on a raffle, and I hit not just once, I hit a few times, and, you know what I'm saying, it was, like, I got some pretty dope you know what I'm saying, some pretty dope releases and pickups out of those little raffles that I hit on. So it was, you know, even when I went to pick up the shoe, like, you know, you're supposed to check in with your app and stuff, but the app was tripping in the store. It was just like a wild day. And luckily, man, Shorty, you know, who works there, she recognized me, and, you know, because I've been in there a few times, you know, since, and she, you know, she recognized me, and she, you know, she's a cool little chick, man. She was like, hey, you know what I'm saying, were you here to pick up? And I'm like, you already know, like, and she was like, you know, because she always jokes on me, because, like, I had started to win raffles. I started to hit, and she would be like, oh, you didn't win this time? I was like, every now and then, like, we just, you know what I'm saying, laugh about it and stuff like that. But the thing is, she marked me off the list, and I just went up there, picked up the shoe. I didn't really have to check in with the app. And, you know, the Savages was in there, like, waiting to get the shoe, because I got there right at the time it cut off. Like, I think what they did, they made them line up, and they had to, like, I think they re-raffled the other pairs that people didn't pick up. So the thing about it, you know what I'm saying, you had to be quick when you come in, like, right around the time of, like, when they're about to cut off from people who had reserve pairs. Like they'll raffle them things off and they'll sell them. So if you're in there, you got to make sure somebody like pulls your pair out. So that's what she was trying to do. Make sure that, you know what I'm saying, nobody sold my pair. But man, I'm glad I got these. Because people were lined up. This was way more anticipated than I thought it would be. I'm not gonna lie, like I thought this was gonna be like the 72 and 10s kind of last year, which I didn't get those because I didn't really like them like that. But everybody had them, and they were still on shelves. Like, so I thought it was just gonna be a bunch of these shoes, and you know everybody who pretty much want them gonna be able to get them. But it didn't look like it, man. These sold out. Like I haven't seen a frenzy for J's in a while. Like these right here. You know what I'm saying? In my area. I don't know about everywhere else, but I hadn't seen, like, as of late, it really hasn't been that crazy. Like, I haven't seen people, like, lined up, so many people lined up, like, waiting to get, you know, re-raffle pairs and stuff like that. So, but yeah, this, before I let y'all go, I want to show y'all this real quick. Some little stuff with the shoe. So these right here are the breads. You know what I'm saying? These are my bread 11s. These are pretty much my favorite Jordans. You know what I'm saying? Like out of all the Jordans, these are my favorite. Or these are what I would say are the best. You know what I mean? In my opinion, the bread 11s. So one thing that I do want to point out, like when I said with the height of the cut, you can see on here that the cut is lower. You feel me? Like it's a lower cut, and that's not really, like I said, it's not really that bad. Like I kind of like that they did bring it up. The thing that I wish that they would have considered was, you see, with the cut, whatever this white, you know what I'm saying? Like they said that, you know, the reason they did this, well, what I heard was, you know, true to the original, and that's how the cuts used to be with the white. I just think when you put it on this shoe, like with the black on the black, it looks more like, it doesn't look as sharp. You know what I'm saying? It looks rushed. It even has peaks on it, which the peaks don't really bother me if they were like these ends or whatever you want to call it, the finish would have been black, like how it is on these right here. You know what I'm saying? It would have looked more sharper. And, you know, that's the only thing that I said, like, I would have probably changed with that. But other than that, the shoe, to me, is flawless. It's a very dope shoe. Here's the backs that I was talking about. So, see what here, you got the Stitch 45, and this is what you usually get. It's a 2-3, and like I said, it kind of chips. Mine's not really that bad, which is pretty awesome, because I wear this shoe a lot. But, yeah, that's what I was talking about. This is how in the movie Space Jam, this is how the back of the heel, the shoe looked. It had the 23 with the blue Jumpman. So, and those released in 2009, those pairs. Well, they've released them a few times like that. This is the first time they did it with the Concord Jumpman in 45. So, I still actually do want a pair of those, the blue joint with the blue Jumpman and the 23. I still do want a pair, so they should bring those back out. You know what I'm saying? So if you listen to Jordan Brand, I bring those back out as well. But I'm glad y'all brought these out. And that's it. That's all I got for my video, man. The Space Jam 11, Monster Mash 11, 95 playoff 11s, whatever you want to call them. Call them if you got them. Let me know what you think about these. Did you pick these up? Were you able to get your hands on a pair? How was your experience? What do you like about the shoe? And just all that good stuff, man. Hey, and if you didn't get them, hey, you know what I'm saying? Just be patient if you were trying to get them. But I gave you, you know what I'm saying? I would say that they will restock these, without a doubt. They will restock these. And if you catch them, you know what I'm saying, I would say get them, because they're definitely a unique shoe. And it's a cool shoe to have in your collection if you into Jordan and stuff like that. Sneakers in general. But that's it. That's all I got for the video. Hey, I appreciate the views as always. And if you're a new viewer, hit that subscribe button. Hit that thumbs up button for your boy. I really appreciate that. And just stay tuned to the channel for more videos. I'm going to jump down and really try to crank out a top 10 releases for y'all. I've been meaning to do that, but you know what I'm saying, just been, you know, having little internet issues. That's why I ain't really been putting up on the channel and stuff like that. But I will try to get that out. You know what I'm saying? My goal is before the year ends out this time around. Like, you know, I usually do them within the transition, but we'll see how that goes. But I will be doing the top 10. And stay tuned for more like pickups and random sneaker boxes. You know, I'm going to try to get them discussion topics popping, but I need more interaction on those videos and on the channel. Share the channel with your friends as well. Picked up some new subs. Shout out to y'all. And just everybody who been rocking with the channel. Appreciate that, man. Happy holidays to everybody. Everybody be cool out there, you feel me? Like, enjoy this time with your fam or your friends or whoever, you know what I'm saying, you do your thing with. But with that being said, in the meantime and in between time, y'all be cool. Always remember, cop what you like, not what they hype. Stay up. Peace.